Today, on You're Watching a Movie with Silas Lindenstein, we're talking about the new movie, Till.
You're watching a movie with Silas Lindenstein. In the theaters you find this. So go and press play and rewind this. This feature is timeless. Love it, like it, or we lose it, can't find it. And we ain't keen on being reminded about the film if it isn't tough. We spend a lot of time at the cinema. It's just me and my friends, we watch plenty stuff. For movies, yeah, I've been above. Whether big or they small, no, for me don't make a difference. Love them. You're watching a movie with Silas Lindenstein. In the theaters you find this. So go and press play and rewind this. This feature is timeless. Love it, like it, or we lose it, can't find it. And we ain't keen on being reminded about the film if it didn't hit. No, gotta lose it. Watch movies with my friends, bringing joy, that's the blueprint. So come on and let's do this. Leave pain behind us and relax your mind. Come watch a movie with Silas. Yeah. Come watch a movie with Silas.
Hey everybody, welcome to You're Watching a Movie with Silas Lindenstein. I am your host, Silas Lindenstein. Today we are talking about the new movie Till. Till is the Emmett Till story from the mother's perspective. As many of you may know, 1955, a young black child at 14 years old was lynched by some angry white Mississippi folks for, there's no justifiable reason, but it was for a reason he did not even commit. He didn't commit the thing he was accused of. And also it was just murder, which is not, this is a hard movie to review. It was a hard movie to even watch because it's such a horrific act. And I knew, because this is a real life event that took off and helped accelerate the Civil Rights Act, the original Civil Rights Act of 1957, because of the events of that, because of Emmett Till's mother, Mamie. She showed the public what was really happening. She showed it. People in the South knew what was happening, but the North, people in the North were a little bit in denial about how bad it was and what people would do and to what they would do with a child. And so when this happened to Mamie's son, she wanted to expose it. She exposed it to the world, really, what was really happening in the South in the 50s. And that's what the movie's about. And it's a story I knew about. I did not know about Mamie's side of it and what she saw. Now, my initial fear of the movie coming in was that they were going to show the lynching. And I'm kind of done with the black trauma, black trauma movies that just focus on that. But this was different. This does not show the lynching. It shows some of the after effects, which I think are to a degree necessary to get the point across on what she wanted to expose to the world, to the country. So there, have it. And there are moments in this film that the grief that Mamie is showing in this film, they're just incredible. And she's played by Danielle Deadwyler, who, at very minimal, has to have an Oscar nomination. She should win it for this, but I haven't seen the other movies that should be nominated. We'll see. But this is absolutely one that she should get a nomination for, or it's just not just. This was one of the most incredibly moving and nuanced performances. And she was the number one. Number one thing about the movie was her. Everyone did a great job acting in it. But hers was a standout performance. Now, so easily she is the best thing about the film. Second, the story from her perspective, it's unique. It still shows the tragedy in a different way that I as a parent have an extra empathy with. I actually watched this with my 15-year-old daughter, and having someone the same age as the boy. The boy the guy, the kid who played this, did a wonderful job showing the charisma that Till had. The you know the to a degree, he had a little bit of freedom living in Chicago. He was a Chicago native and went down to visit relatives when this happened. And while he was experiencing racism, he did not understand the level to which it was, and the level of servitude that was expected by everyone, and the amount of humbleness that you were to, at every moment, show toward these people that just hate you for nothing more than the color of your skin. I'm getting on a rant. But he did a great job of showing how nice this boy was, how innocent, and to how he would not have expected what was happening when it did. Number 3, the cinematography. As far as best things about this, cinematography was incredible. Oh, I also love the artistic direction of it, but I gotta go cinematography, some of the shots to bring us into the emotional state of the mother and of Emmett and what's going on there. They really use the camera, and these are films that I go, oh, this is why it is not a play. This is why it's a film, because you can't convey this in person as much, and also you get more people to see it, honestly. But I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up being a play as well, because it was so moving and so powerful. I'm almost afraid to give criticisms of the film because it was so good. And really, I don't have anything to criticize about the film. Well, okay, the ending, I wanted more of a button on it of the message they were going. Like I think I get why they ended it the way they did. And I don't want to give that away completely, but I just felt like with where the mom goes in this, and I don't know how to end the story myself. That's the problem. Is I just didn't feel, like they stuck the landing. Like it's like a 7 out of 10, not the 9 that I'm looking for. So that it's because of that, I'm afraid it's not going to get a Best Picture. It might not get a nod even, because while I had emotional experiences throughout the film, I didn't at the end one way or the other. I wasn't filled with hope for the future. I wasn't filled with dread for the future. And I wanted it. I want something at the end, this emotional experience at the end. Otherwise, the only bad thing is just about how hard it is to watch. And it's not like I don't want people not to see the film, because it's a hard watch. I feel like they do need to see the film. They need to see it, because that's kind of what Mamie did, was she exposed to the world something nobody wanted to see. You had to look. She made you feel like you had to take a look and see what the truth is. And nobody would have believed the truth if they hadn't seen it. And for that reason, I feel you need to see it. Even if you don't want to. Even if you're like, I don't want to put myself through that. You need to look, because that's what her son died for. If anything, if we're going to bring a reason to that, if we can in some ways, that's the only thing we get, is that his death changed the world. Every movie, I like to look for a lesson in it. And for me, the lesson is this. The woman who falsely accused Emmett Till is still alive today. So for people wondering if a story about the lynching of a 14-year-old black child is still relevant, yes. This is a story trying to show people why affected communities may still feel the stings of oppression. The events of this movie were just less than 65 years ago. That's less than a lifetime. These movies are important until they aren't in a living person's memories, but when they're a footnote in history. The lesson is to not forget, so we in no way ever come close to repeating this. Here on this program, I have a 3L system. Either you love it, like it, or lose it. I am going to give it a love it. With a caveat, this is one of those films that I loved it. So good. I probably won't watch it again, because it's very difficult. Like, maybe catch snippets, but I'm not sure I can go through that again and again. Some of the films that I really love, I don't know that I can emotionally go through them multiple times. So that's the hard thing. But officially gets a love it. It's a great movie, and you should see it.
You're watching a movie with Silas, Lindenstein in the theaters you find this. So go and impress.
Like this review, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you'll be notified when I got a new movie review up.
And we ain't keen on being reminded about the film if it isn't tough. We spend a lot of time at the cinema. It's just me and my friends, we watch plenty stuff. For movies, yeah, I've been above. Whether big or they small, no, for me don't make a difference. Love them. You're watching a movie with Silas, Lindenstein in the theaters you find this. So go and press play and rewind this. This picture is timeless. Love it like it or we lose it, can't find it. And we ain't keen on being reminded about the film if it didn't hit. No, gotta lose it. Watch movies with my friends, bringing joy, that's the blueprint. So come on and let's do this. Leave pain behind us and relax your mind. Come watch a movie with Silas. Yeah.